Hello, vinyl community. I'm Gary, and welcome to Physical Format Rock and Roll, where I talk about all things rock and roll and classic metal and some other stuff. So, this is another vinyl thread that I am going to jump onto, and this one is for Kate's Crates. Kate has a really good channel over there, and she's getting things up and going. And she had a thread started where she was talking about albums that you're always trying to find when you go out into the record store, thrift stores, whatever. Now, these are in the wild, as we like to say. You know, that's like the five. So she wants you to name five of them. The five albums that I am going to name that I am always looking for, not that there's not more, because obviously there are. I realize some of these I could get off of Amazon or Discogs or whatever, but some of them, the only way I can get them, it seems like they're very expensive. And these are just ones that I try to find, hopefully in one of the record bins somewhere that they'll pop up and I can find a nice, clean copy for a decent price. And so these are the five that I pick. Starting off at number 5, I would like to get a record of Son House, blues artists from back in like the 30s and 40s. He was still going in the 60s. But anyway, I would like to get like a, some sort of greatest hits of his. It's got to have Death Letter Blues on there. But I haven't been able to find anything by him on vinyl like that that's in any shape or form that I could actually play. So that's what I'm looking for. Number 4 would be Beggar's Banquet by the Rolling Stones, or even Flowers by the Rolling Stones. I have a copy of Flowers, but it's in very bad shape. And I want these to be in good shape, but I want to try to get me a used copy. Yes, like I said, I know I could buy a new one, but that's not what I'm talking about here. Coming in at number 3, I'd like to find a good copy of Crazy Nights by Kiss. It's definitely not my favorite Kiss album, but it's got stuff on there that I would like, and I'm trying to get stuff throughout that era of Kiss, so I'm always looking for it, and I know they're out there. I seen one once, but they wanted too much for it, but I know I can find one cheaper somewhere. Coming in at number 2, it gets tougher here, is Stiletto by Lita Ford. I've never seen it. I have not seen this album in any shape or form. Granted, I don't go to a whole lot of places, but I've got a few places, record stores that I do go to, and they're in different towns. So hopefully that one will pop up somewhere and I can get it at a decent price, because if I go online and try to find it, they want a lot of money for it. I'm not willing to pay that for it, even though I would really like it. Number 1, this is one I would really like to find, and that is Too Tough to Die by the Ramones. That's one of my favorite Ramones albums. I've got a decent amount of stuff by the Ramones on vinyl, but it's all the earlier stuff, like Subterranean Jungle back. So getting things beyond that, kind of tough. Once you get into that CD era there where they weren't hardly making records, it's really hard to find that kind of stuff. And when I go online to try to find this album, it's a lot. And there's no way I'm paying that for a record. But I keep thinking at some point I'm going to find that somewhere in one of these bins. Somebody's just going to say, oh, well, here's a Ramones record. I'm going to put maybe $15 on it. We'll see. But anyway, those are 5 records that I'm always looking for out in the wild when I'm out there searching through them. Make sure that you go over to Kate's Crates if you are not already a subscriber to her channel. Go over there, say hello, and subscribe. If you have not subscribed to my channel here, please do that. I greatly appreciate everybody who subscribes. And I always love to hear comments below. What's some of the things you're always looking for? My name is Gary. This is Physical Format Rock and Roll. Remember, I'm also on Twitter and Facebook, so you can always leave messages there also. Until the next time, I will see you down the road.